Green cocktails were a big thing in the 80s, thanks to melon liqueur. Today I'll show you a more crafty approach to making green, flavorful and balanced cocktails, suitable for modern cocktail bars and home mixologists. The secret is in these 3 bottles, with 3 naturally flavored tinctures, fig, mint and basil, all with 0 artificial coloring added. It's a simple process, and the tinctures will actually keep their vibrant color thanks to the alcohol content. We'll use these 3 to make 3 cocktails with 3 different spirits. And you can do the 3 things to help us spread the word. Comment, like and share this video with friends. I have another episode with tinctures in mind for the future, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for every time I say it's cocktail time. The idea for this actually came from a friend of cocktails, Ruben Neidek, head bartender at the Velvet Bar in Berlin, where according to their Instagram page, they mix with plants the local seasons provide. I hope I'll get a chance to visit the bar soon. Anyway, back when I shared the Cocktail Hacks episode, I asked you all to share inventive techniques you use, and Ruben shared the recipe for their fig tincture, which they use to make a cocktail called the fig leaf. We'll make that today using just 2 ingredients, fig leaf and 96% alcohol. But I figured, why stop there? So we'll do mint and basil as well, using the same recipe. And just like with limoncello, the high-proof alcohol is essential, here for more than one reason. Firstly, it will extract almost all of the aroma and color from the leaves, in the form of chlorophyll, but the high ABV will actually keep it bright green as well, by preventing the enzymatic browning reaction that would usually turn green extracts brown. So that means no need for blanching, which we did for the lime and mint cordial for batch mojitos. All we need is a sous vide. Let's start with the process. First I'll prep the leaves, and when it comes to using local ingredients, it doesn't get much more local than this. These fig trees are planted right outside of our studio, so we're lucky to get to enjoy the fruits, but also get to use up these wonderful leaves with their mild, slightly sweet flavor with subtle notes of vanilla and coconut. So for our tinctures, we'll need 33 grams each of fig leaves, mint leaves and basil leaves. Starting with the fig, I'll cut them up to increase the surface area and make it easier for alcohol to pull out the chlorophyll. Place that in the sous vide bag and pour over 200 ml of grain alcohol. Last step is to carefully seal the bag, trying to release as much air from the bag as possible before doing so, and making a double seal is always a good idea here. For basil and mint, I'll first pull the leaves from the stems, making sure to end up with 33 grams without the larger parts of the stems. Then roughly chop them up before placing them in their own sous vide bags, and again pour over 200 ml of 96% alcohol. That's the same ABV as what Velvet Bar uses as well. Double seal, and now we have all the bags ready. You see the liquid turning green already, but the real magic will happen with the heat in the sous vide bath. You'll want that to get up to 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit before you place the bags in. I showed you how to DIY this as well with a cooking thermometer, so check out part 2 of Cocktail Hacks. We'll cook our infusions for 2 hours. Make sure you don't have the sous vide bags floating on the surface, so weigh them down if needed. After 2 hours, it's time to strain out the leaves with a coffee filter. Once they're strained, you'll see how pale and brittle all the plants are, now that the alcohol has leached out all the chlorophyll. I'll be storing these in my dasher bottles. After some tests, these have proven to have the most consistent dashes. I'll link them below if you need to grab some, for tinctures or bitters. A few dashes of these tinctures will be enough to give a nice color and flavor profile to your cocktails. They can be stored on your shelf, and they're best when used within a year. I mentioned the batch mojitos earlier, made with the lime and mint cordial, which you can check out through the link in the description. As for our green tinctures, you should be aware that while there are plenty of flavors in them, they're not really suitable for batch cocktails. That's because they'll start browning once diluted, so use them fresh, like we'll do right now for our 3 cocktails, starting with the mint drop. To make it, you'll need bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, our mint tincture, and some saline solution. Once you have your shaker chilled, first add 2 ounces or 60 ml of bourbon. I'm using 4 Roses single barrel, a 50% ABV or 100 proof bourbon, which has been aged between 7 and 9 years. Next, 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml of lemon juice. I'm using fresh, but super juice works as well, of course. For sweetness, let's add the same amount, 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml of simple syrup. And to add the mint smash fill, without smashing the mint, add 5 dashes of mint tincture. Lastly, to boost the flavors, the same way salt does in cooking, add 2 drops of saline solution. Now add plenty of ice, seal the shaker and shake hard to chill and dilute the cocktail. While there's no small parts of mint leaves in here, I'll still double strain this cocktail to keep out any small parts of ice. I'm serving this up into a coupe glass. Garnish with a small mint leaf, and that's the mint drop. Let's give it a taste before we make the basil cocktail. It's minty, citrusy, fresh, and a lot easier to make than the bourbon smash. You could make the mint drop with gin as well, but maybe go for lime juice instead of lemon if you do. Speaking of gin, I'll use it in the next cocktail, with basil tincture and some other fun ingredients. Let's make the basil bomb cocktail. To make it, you'll need gin, soju, lemon cordial, our basil tincture and some saline solution. Again a shaken cocktail. This time let's start with 1.5 ounce or 45 ml of Malfi Gin Originale, a classic dry style gin with an Italian twist at 41% ABV or 82 proof. To that we'll add half an ounce or 50 ml of another spirit, soju, a distilled Japanese spirit made from various base ingredients like sweet potato, barley, buckwheat, sugarcane, or like this one, rice. To that I'll add 1 ounce or 30 ml of lemon cordial, which is basically an intensified mix of lemon super juice and simple syrup, so you can add 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml each if you don't have the cordial. Instead of basil leaves, let's add 16 dashes, which is 30 ml of our bright green basil tincture. I know that's a lot of dashes, so feel free to measure out with a jigger, a shy half of an ounce, and same as before, 2 drops of 20% saline solution. Now give it a good shake, which will open up the herbal flavors even more. So add ice, seal the shaker, and shake hard to chill and dilute. I'll again double strain, this time into a rocks glass over a clear ice cube. Garnish with a basil leaf, of course, and that's the basil balm. 2 down, 1 to go. Herbal, citrusy, bright and clean. For the third cocktail, I could make the fig leaf, but you can find that recipe on the Velvet Bar's Instagram, so give them a follow and see it for yourself. So let's make something a bit different. I'm calling this Figment of Your Imagination. To make it, I'll mix light rum, acidified wine, gum syrup, our fig tincture, some saline solution, and soda water. We'll build this one right in the glass, so grab a chilled highball glass, add a clear ice spear or some ice cubes, and add 1.5 ounce or 45 ml of your light rum of choice. I usually go with Havana Club 3-year Cuban rum. Next, something we made for the Love Road Margarita cocktail. Half an ounce or 50 ml of acidified wine. Check out that episode to see how you can use leftover wine to replace your citrus juice. For sweetness and a nice mouthfeel, half an ounce or 50 ml of gum syrup, made with cane sugar, water and gum arabic. 6 ml or 8 dashes of fig tincture will add a nice fig leaf note to the cocktail, adding that surprising coconut note. Then comes 2 drops of saline solution, which is made by dissolving 20 grams of salt in 18 grams of water. Give everything a quick stir, then top up the cocktail with 100 grams of soda water, using a scale if you want to be precise. For garnish, I found a tiny fig leaf, or you can cut a small piece from a bigger one. Then enjoy the figment of your imagination. Cheers! Nutty, refreshing and quite complex for highball. Best cocktail of the day. With that, we reached the bottom of the glass. Post the green heart emoji if you've made it all the way here. Before I go, I'll just remind you that you can use fig leaves for more than just tinctures. They're commonly used as a wrap for cooking meat, fish or rice dishes. Plus a few other uses, which I mentioned in this episode, where I made a fig and cream flavored soda and use it for a wonderful highball cocktail. Until next time, cheers, friends of cocktails.